Let me put the question of the day up. Let me do, what are you trying to accomplish today? All right. All right. Hey, y'all. We are the Rosharon French Breeders, home of the 3K Pup Baby. And today is actually day 33 of us showing you guys the strategy behind running a six-figure business, a failing six-figure business with 2 kids and now 4 French Bulldogs. And I wanted to go live to show you guys how I set up for our live stream. Not to show you guys how I set up for our live streams, but how I have been preparing for our nightly videos, producing long form content, as well as setting up for AI powered interviews. Y'all, it is Saturday, 2:38 p.m. in Houston, Texas, and I, Eldrika Garraway, is preparing to do a series of interviews today. So I have literally, I believe I have over 12 interviews to do. 14. I have 14 interviews to do. I am declining to do 3 of them. So out of the 11 out of 14 interviews that I have to do, the plan and the strategy is to do 3 today and then 3 tomorrow. And then I will evaluate my success because we do get feedback after every job interview. So that's what's going on. What is up, Bliss? What's up, Bliss? I know the quality is not looking the best. Let me put on some lights so that y'all can see me a little better. I'm not mic'd up. Okay, that's a lot better. A bitty bitty bamba, bitty bitty bamba, bitty bamba, a bitty bamba, a bitty bitty hey. High five, say Yo, that is my song. Okay, so today is August 15th. I'm changing the calendar in the office. Have some lights I need to plug up. Oh, thank you, Bliss. We miss you too. Yo, the difference that a light makes. Wow. I look like I can run for president. Yo, hold on. I haven't seen myself in good lighting lately. This is amazing. But babe just took the kids. So I am getting ready to go. Plugged up the printer. Let's turn the computer on. Y'all, today, listen, mama's trying to get after it today. Y'all, I took all of my nails off. I actually need to put them back on. My real nails actually look a little healthy. Postpartum moms, not sure if y'all go through brittle nails, but I feel like my nails were a lot stronger during pregnancy. Maybe because I was taking my prenatal vitamins and I have since stopped to wean the baby off of me. Okay. But I don't think me stopping my prenatal vitamins has stopped my milk production. I actually think I have more milk, but the woes of motherhood. Okay, so dual monitors on. Share that set up. How are y'all doing today? And what are you trying to accomplish today? Let me know. Y'all, listen. So I had to change the background to our screens because I find that when I was interviewing, me having our Rosharon Frenchie Breeder branding on the computer screen to me started to come off a little unprofessionally. So what I'm learning throughout this whole job search process is I need to refine my strategy and I need to convince an employer that I can be all about them. Because what I have been giving, in my personal opinion and professional observation, is that I'm in love with our business. I just love Rosharon Frenchie Breeders. I love what we have created, and I just kind of want you to hire me so that I can support my business. I feel like I've been giving that off, and I have to be honest with myself and forthcoming and understanding how that can possibly look to an employer. It's like, oh, because the economy is doing bad, you want me to hire you right now? So what happens when the economy improves? Are you going to go back full-time in your business? Is that what you're trying to do, ma'am? So I had to be real with myself and understand that that is the persona that I was giving off. So I have since made some adjustments and I'm ready to go after it. We have been shooting a documentary. I don't know when we will release it, but I have been shooting an entire series on job interviews, things that I have done wrong, things that I need to improve upon, and feedback that I have been getting from different employers. But again, y'all, we have our hands full. I'm not sure when our opportunity will come, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, let me say this while I can say it. I have had to turn down some jobs because they didn't directly align with where I believe the world is going. And I by faith, I know that I want to pursue technology roles, but I did apply for a state job that I had to decline, unfortunately. And y'all, I applied. As soon as I applied, maybe like not even 2 days after, I got an email from the hiring manager telling me to just pick my location. And then I talked to my husband about it, and we agreed that it's just not aligned with where I see technology going and what I want to accomplish in my career. So I had to decline it. And then another opportunity that we got presented with, because opportunities have been coming and relatively fast, but another opportunity that we got presented with was with the AI powered company, actually. And I bombed the interview. That was my first interview though in this entire process, but I bombed it. I was nervous. I was excited. I was very enthusiastic, but I was all over the place. Like I was talking to her like I was talking to a friend, or like I was live streaming. Girl, you are in a job interview. You look the part, ma'am. You have the experience. We're excited to talk to you. Like as soon as I applied, they reviewed my application, and within 2 hours I had an interview. And it was for a really amazing position. And y'all, I get in an interview being myself. Being myself. Forgot to turn on corporate Drika. You don't know what you don't know what you don't know. It's been over 10 years since I have had to apply for a job. And I wasn't skilled enough to know, girl, put your game face on and get ready to sell yourself, baby. Because yes, although you've done a lot in your career, they want to see what you can do for them, not what you're trying to get for you. Yeah. So, although those are my hindsight thoughts, the hiring manager said that she would push me forward to the second phase of the interview process. And then y'all, my girl came back with a decline. Y'all. But I don't blame her, to be honest. I don't blame her because I was selling her our business. I wasn't selling her on what I could do for their business. I was selling her on how much I love our business. So mistake on my part. So yeah. Although being a founder is great, although having business skills is great, people want to know what you can do for them. And what I'm also finding in this job search process is that, y'all, it's very like transactional. It's very like selfish in pursuit. It's very like, yeah, ma'am, all of that is great, but like, what can you do for me? Like, how can you make me look better? How can you make me get to my next promotion? I get that you want 180,000, but I'm trying to save the company 20,000. So are you willing to accept like 150, 160? Like, regardless of what that could possibly do or take from your family, like, I get that you want to make 180,000, but if I offer you 65, will you take it? And it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, if the job pays 180, would you take 65? And it's not that the job doesn't pay the one, it pays the 180. It pays 180 to 220. So why would you even not even remotely offer something close to it? Y'all, it's crazy. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about people within this entire process. It is crazy. I said, Lord, by the time our kids start applying for jobs, y'all, I pray that we will have set them up and they will be the employers, because this job search journey is crazy. Yeah. But but how are y'all doing today? Let me see. Bliss said, hope the boys are doing good. Yeah, Bliss, the boys are doing great. The boys are getting so big. And Trust will be 3. Trust will be 3 this upcoming week. So I'm so excited about that. All right, so y'all, let me get my whole life together. Okay. I need some alcohol wipes. Okay, I don't have time. Oh, I do have alcohol wipes. Y'all, and then the vanity required. The vanity is another one. Y'all, the vanity required in today's job market is just like am I interviewing to be America's Next Top Model, or am I trying to get a job to improve your organization? Whew, y'all, they want makeup, light makeup. They want not too much makeup, but they don't want no makeup. You gotta have light makeup. Then, okay, ma'am, can you speak professionally? Okay, so yeah, okay, she can speak professionally. Okay, can you train AI models? Can you work with AI? Okay, cool. She can do that. Okay, cool. Can you talk to a president? Okay, cool. She can talk to a president. Yo, it's like, this is craziness. Bliss said the big 3. Yes, Bliss. Yeah, and then, y'all, let's talk about social media really quickly too. Have y'all noticed that social media has changed? Bliss, have you noticed that? Y'all, social media has changed so much. It is no longer social. It is interest-based. Social media is social media is dead. Social media has become performance media. It has also become interest media. If you are not interesting, if you do not have constant key performance metrics within your video or your live streams, the platforms will not push your content. And I'm learning that. So having a big following doesn't not matter. Y'all, the world is powered by AI. Seriously. Like, if at the point where you are creating content and people are not actively engaging with your content, or they are not actively interested, like if it's not something that they have previously searched for, YouTube and other platforms will not push out your content. So that has significantly changed how we look at content and what we will have to do in our business. Because, okay, so do you stay true to your audience? Do you stay true to the audience that you have been working to serve and build and entertain? Or do you join a circus and keep performing for people that you've never met before? You don't even know what they want. Y'all, the industry has changed so much. The industry has changed like you will not believe. Uh-oh. Wait. Why this not on? Oh! Child, wait. Yeah, the industry has changed. Bliss said, yes, it has changed a lot. Yeah. Bliss said, do you think it would be hard having a boss after being on boss? So, Bliss, to be honest, I've always been my own boss. Y'all, listen, I haven't really told y'all my story, but I started my little entrepreneur journey at 13. So I've always had a business. I've always been making money on my own. And thank God for great parents and great leaders and great mentors and great people who have found me along the way. And what I have always been told is be humble. It doesn't matter how much you have achieved. It doesn't matter how much money you've made in your life. It doesn't matter what skills you have acquired. Be able to talk to anybody. So when I was a licensed clinician, my youngest client was 2. My oldest client was 80. So I had to learn very quickly how to adapt and how to be mullible and how to say very complex things on a very basic level. That's why here on the Rosharon Frenchie Breeders, I don't talk about my education or my skill set a whole lot. I just started introducing who I am professionally to y'all, but I would never talk about that before. Because sometimes when you lead with, oh, I've done this and I got 3 degrees and baby, I done got 5 certifications and I've been an entrepreneur all my life. Y'all, who want to hear that? People want to know, ma'am, how can you help me improve my life? So I don't believe me being my own boss for so long. How old am I? 38? I'm about to be 39. I've been my own boss for, y'all, what's 39 minus 13, child? I can't even do it right now. My mind is on this AI interview. Okay, so I've been my own boss for 26 years. And I know by the grace of God that God has kept me. He has allowed me to gain these skills. He has allowed me to have these wonderful opportunities. And I don't take that for granted. And I pray I never start. So I don't look at my education and my accomplishments and things that I've been able to do, that God has allowed me to do, as me being better than anybody. Because as I know this for a fact, as quickly as you get it, baby, you can lose it overnight. As quickly as you get it, it can be worth nothing the next day. So I gladly serve. And it's so funny that you asked that. What's up, Miss Ruby girl? Hey, Ruby. It's so funny that you asked me that, right? I love going live with y'all because it allows me to prepare my mind and my heart for these interviews, especially AI-led ones, child. Because, baby, y'all, AI recruiters, y'all, they check body language, they check eye contact, they check your posture, your makeup. Y'all, AI interviewers are harder to pass than humans. Y'all, if you are looking for a job in 2026, baby, my heart goes out to you, baby. But if y'all need any tips on how to pass these AI-led interviews with these AI recruiters or these AI agents, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But I'm sitting here trying to do my little nails for this little for this AI trainer, because I already know they about to tear me up and cut me down, baby. They're gonna be looking at everything. Everything. Y'all, and then it's so crazy. They report back to you what you did right and what you did wrong. What you could have said, what you didn't say. Oh. Ah! Y'all, like, and within 20 minutes of the interview, y'all, within 20 minutes of the interview, they've already sized you up. So get ready. 20 minutes? You've already given, you can already tell me who I am? This is the word. I cannot believe I'm sitting here saying I am operating off of little sleep. My child is about to make 3. My baby is 1. I've never been a working mom before, and I'm preparing my heart and my mind for an AI-led interview. And I have 12 of them to do. Y'all, what is life in 2026? Y'all, my heart goes out to the older people who don't know how to use technology. Because if you don't know how to use technology and you suddenly get fired from your job, or you just simply want to make a transition, are you prepared to have an AI-led interview? But they can talk back to you. Like, you can talk back to it and say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Can you repeat it in a different way? They will repeat it back to you in a different way. Then you have to have a camera with good lighting. You have to have a microphone. Y'all, thank God, God allowed us to start a business and become live streamers and content creators. Thank God. Because to be honest, yeah, I would have to tell babe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. You gotta go to corporate, baby. I nominate you. This is Hunger Games. I'm just playing, y'all. It's not Hunger Games. It's very exciting. It's not Hunger Games. I mean, I'm talking about it because I care and I love where technology is going, to be honest. I just pray, I hope and pray that with me training AI models that I am making it better for all of us. That's my hope and prayer. And that is one thing that I love about technology is improving technology for everybody. Not just, the organization, but improving technology for everybody. How can I be the best AI trainer so that the world can become a better place? Not just for my kids, but for your kids. That's what I love about technology, but yeah. I'm sitting here like, girl, you are really sitting here doing your nails for an AI recruiter? But I can't think about it like that because I would be doing my nails for a regular human recruiter, so I can't think about it like that. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I really should be sitting here studying, but I really want to talk to you guys and see how y'all have been doing. But y'all, what do y'all think the new content strategy for Q3 should be going into Q4? Because yeah, the channel's not doing well. Numbers, I mean, vanity metrics, the channel's not doing well. Money and opportunity wise, the channel is doing exceptionally well. Y'all, we have 3 brand deals pending right now, which is such a blessing. From content that is not doing well, we have 3 brand deals pending in the amount of $5,500 for YouTube shorts, 30-second videos. That's insane. Insane that a company will pay you $1,500, $2,500, $5,000. Our biggest brand deal request has been $5,000 for a 30-second video. How? How and why are you willing to pay us as creators $5,000 for a 30-second video? But that's technology. That's the world we live in. But yeah, I'm just trying to get my little jitters out so that I can explain who I am to my AI recruiter. and I can look my best. Didn't know I was a cover girl, but I guess I am. But yeah, I want to look my best, so I'm taking the time, especially while I have it. But y'all talk back to me, baby. How y'all doing? Okay, I have to see what my first interview is. And oh, I didn't tell y'all this part about the process. One thing that I absolutely love about the AI led video interviews now is that you can do them at any time of the day. So it's not like, oh, I have a full time job. I'm trying to transition into another field, or I want to make more money. So I have to take off of work. I might have to disguise where I'm going, why I need time off, what I'm going to be doing so that I can go in this interview. Now, no excuse. Baby, 24 hours, 48-hour turnaround. I'm going to send you an email, log in here, conduct your interview, you're done. In 20 minutes, we tell you how good or bad you did. I guess one of the benefits of having AI-led interviews is speed. Now, instead of you wondering, okay, well, did I get the job? I got to wait a week, 2 weeks, a month. Baby, they tell you. So I guess that's one of the benefits. They tell you. But yeah, if we had a videographer, I would probably share way more than I'm able to with you guys to really like show y'all behind the scenes of how we've been navigating these interviews, what has been working, what hasn't been working. But it's just me editing the content right now, and whoa. And y'all, to be honest, I'm very hard on us, but I just accepted another LinkedIn AI contract. And it pays really well. Y'all, $115 an hour. That's like that's like, sir, ma'am, what else do I need to learn? Y'all, $115 an hour? That's crazy. To just be yourself and explain what you know and correct AI models. That's $115 an hour? And you get paid more based on your speed and accuracy? Sign me up, coach. Because we are trying to get out of debt and stay out of debt this time. And then be able to teach other families how to do the same thing. But yeah. Y'all, listen, we're trying to take y'all along for the ride. We're trying to teach y'all how we are incorporating our 5 RFB income ecosystems into our business to save the business, but also to get out of debt and stay out of debt. So that's why I've been spending so much time trying to produce income for our knowledge-based pillar and securing 1099 contracts, but also trying to establish our first pillar, which is our foundation pillar and our predictable income. Yeah. I've really been trying to focus on increasing our predictable income, because once we have that, we can get out of that and we can plan better. Like, we can plan better. Are we going to breed? Are we going to sell the dogs and, focus on building our foundation and getting out of debt? Will we have 1 litter a year? Like, we have so many decisions to make. Yeah. But this is my nails so far. They're so pretty. I love oval tips, but I also I like coffin and I like stiletto, but oval is better for corporate based on the stats. So that's what we're doing. Y'all, the sedity required to be successful is like, whoa. I thought I was done with that. But what other questions do you guys have? Bliss, I love your question earlier asking if I think it'll be hard having a boss after being my own boss. I love that question. That's getting me prepared for these AI interviews too. Oh, thank you, Bliss. Bliss, how have your other channels been navigating the transition from social media to interest media and the lack of exposure now? I'm very curious. Especially your channel that was slated to hit 1 million, I think. 1 million or 700,000. How have they been navigating this change? Because I feel like if you are not jumping off of a building, like, or giving money away, who's going to be interested in it? Like, unless they really love you and you've established that relationship. But y'all. Okay, Bliss said one is booming when it was slow. The rest are about the same as they were. One is booming when it was slow. Explain that, Bliss. You said one is booming when it was slow. Do you mean the channel started booming like when social media changed? Or they experienced a slow period too and now they're doing better? Last one. Who is this company? I need Beatles to sponsor us, y'all. Beatles, send your girl some nails. I know what I'm doing. Okay? Y'all, the day that we can make requests like that, whoa, it's coming. Beatles, I have a job interview coming up. Can you send me some nails and then the community just sends it to Beatles or like screen records it and like mass produces content for us to send to the brand so that they can work with us? Whoa. That'll be the day. Y'all, last thing that I kind of want to talk about. Did y'all hear about Cardi B partnering with Old Navy? Like her being the brand ambassador for Old Navy. Did y'all hear about that new partnership? Babe told me about it. Bliss said a lot are complaining about the views they used to get compared to now. It's not just me. It's not just me. Y'all, I'm not crazy. The strategies that we used in the beginning of this year and even like Q2 of 2026 are not gonna cut it for the last half of the year. It's not gonna cut it. Y'all, Q3, Q4, it's gonna be very interesting. The tactics that we were using to grow our channel, being consistent, y'all, consistency is not being rewarded right now. And I know that for a fact because we prioritize long form videos. We're consistent at uploading long form videos, no push. And we're doing a 40-day experiment because of it, just to see. And then also, well, season 1 is a 40-day long form video experiment. Now, on the other hand, we don't have the vanity metrics to show that us uploading a long form video like this has improved the channel, has grown the channel in subscriber count, or has even led to us making more money through YouTube AdSense revenue, but it has given us exposure to brands because of the type of content we are releasing now. So I guess moving into Q4, you as a content creator, you would have to decide what's more important. Is it vanity metrics, like looking like a big channel, or is it income, performing like one, like you making the money and being profitable as a media business? Like, what's more important? And to us right now, we don't want to just look like a big channel. We want to perform like one. Like, we want the income and business revenue to support the vanity. So we're not even focused on, oh, like how many subscribers can we get? We're not even focused on that anymore. We know we can grow the channel, but now we are focused on making meaningful connections, networking with brands and with people who can put us in the face of brand managers, and increase our trust and allow us to just get our foot in the door as a business that can represent other businesses. That's my focus for the rest of this year. Like, how can we increase our value and not the numbers? But I do think we've managed to do that, though, with these 3 brand deals that are pending. Y'all, it's so crazy because a baby brand actually reached out to us yesterday, and I was like, whoa. Like, a baby brand reached out to the Rosharon Frenchie. That's crazy. So pretty. I just need to oil them up. I ain't got time. I really need to do a top coat pass, but I really don't have time. They ate up, but AI won't be able to see it. Okay. Bliss said, yes, that's understandable. Bliss said, I've been using that word consistent. Oh, Bliss! Oh, Bliss said, I also do my own nails. Girl, you have to be talented and self-sufficient out here, okay? I started doing my own nails during COVID. Yeah. And y'all, I never went back since COVID, okay? But I've always been a little cosmetologist. I told y'all I had a hair salon. Okay, this is gonna have to cool down. I'm gonna put that underneath the desk. All right, let me see. Okay, y'all, I'm about to get ready to get off. I've been getting a lot of traction on LinkedIn too now, y'all. I've been posting very consistently on LinkedIn. Y'all, speaking about consistency, let me say this too. Y'all, I probably should remove this glue first. Let me say this about consistency, and then I'm gonna have to get off to go connect with my AI recruiter trial. Y'all, we were supposed to release our consistency launch, and life just got so busy. Y'all, to be honest, I never thought that finding a job would be this hard, but I like the challenge though. I love the challenge because it's like, where are we going to end up? Are we going to end up at Google, at Microsoft, like in big tech? Are we going to end up working for the VA? Like, are we going to end up working for a company like whose products that we use every day? Like, what's going to happen? Like, are we going to end up in the healthcare industry, the federal government? Oh, y'all. I have so many secrets that I can't tell you that I want to tell you, but I can't right now. I just can't. But I have so many secrets that I want to tell y'all. Cause y'all legit my best friends, y'all. Understand. Y'all are legit my best friends. Bliss, you know, I love you. We go way back, baby. You already know. But it's so many secrets. But babe, it's like, wait. My faith is telling me to wait too, because I don't want to make any premature announcements. That's not wise. But y'all just stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned because season 1 is wrapping up of the strategy behind running a failing 6-figure business with 2 kids and now 4 French Bulldogs. When we first started the season, the day after 4th of July, actually, July 5th, 2026, I had no idea that all of these opportunities would come. I had no idea, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just stepping out on faith and being obedient to God, being consistent. All I knew was, okay, we're going to start this new TV show. I'm going to document my life, our lives, every day for 40 days while I'm trying to find a job, while I am learning how to be a married mom entrepreneur, while we are navigating this crazy dog breeding industry. I'm going to just document it every night. And when I tell y'all, we are so far from where we started. We are so far. I wish it was more that I could say. But we're so far from where we started. Some of the opportunities, if I think about them too long, I'll just break down and start crying. Because it's not unbelievable, right? We're believers. We have faith. But some of the opportunities are like, well, LinkedIn, I can talk about that one because that's public knowledge. But y'all, me getting a job with LinkedIn, it's like, girl, what? Like, I didn't even have a professional LinkedIn account. I created the account to find a job on LinkedIn. Like, I created the account to find a job. I didn't think I would get hired on LinkedIn by LinkedIn. That's crazy. And because, all I can say is because I, again, stepped out on faith, created a LinkedIn, just being obedient, right? Being obedient, trying to find a job. Because now I'm an AI trainer and I have that experience on my resume, y'all, big companies are like, oh, this is pick of the litter. Y'all, that's what one of the hiring managers said to me this past week. He said, oh, when he looked at my resume, he said, oh, this is pick of the litter. And I laughed and I told the guy, this is all I can say. I laughed and I told the guy, I said, oh, we're Frenchie breeders. So I understand the phrase pick of the litter. I said, we breed compassion pets for veterans and their families. Like, that's what we do as a business. And he said, ma'am, your skills are like extensive. And I said, let's work. Sometimes you got to get manly with them. Let's work, baby. I didn't say baby, that's unprofessional. But I said, let's work. And over the course of this week and last week, I've learned how to pitch myself in a professional way. I've learned that me saying I is not diminishing what anyone else has contributed to my skills, my training, my knowledge, their mentorship, their leadership, guidance, I guess, for me. It's just me valuing myself enough to say, I can do the job that you're hiring for. I don't have to be cocky about it, but here's what I've done. Here's what I'm currently doing, and here's what I'm willing to do for your organization. I had to learn that that's a skill because it has nothing to do with how well you can speak. All of us can talk, but it has everything to do with confidently saying, I know what I'm worth. I know what I can bring to the table. You can put me in Japan or Africa. I will survive. I will thrive. I will learn the language. I will ask questions, and I will come back to you with a report. I had to learn how to be that intentional with saying, If you want to work, if you want somebody who can do the job, look no more. I had to be comfortable with saying it. Like, I feel like I've been out of the military so long, I kind of lost my grip. Like, I lost my aggression and my intentionality in saying, oh, you want me to do that? That's easy. Like, I lost that mentality because I've been focused on being a wife and a mom. And that's not really required. Like, me being that intentional is not, oh man, it's not really required. Like, I don't have to say, oh, you want me to love you? That's too easy. Or you want me to, like, you want me to change diapers? That's too easy. Like, of course. But yeah, y'all, I've learned a lot in this journey. But that's all I can say. Oh, okay. Oh, my baby! I didn't even see my baby on here. Ah! Yeah, so babe, I see that the pole is blocking my face. The reason why I talk like this with the pole there is because when the live stream airs, that pole won't be there. So I try to be like center frame sometimes, unless I talk like this. But when the live stream airs, it'll look a little weird. Like, so that's why I talk like this. But y'all, let me say this and then I'm gonna get off. My baby has been so supportive. That's why I love my man. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But I love you guys so much. Y'all pray for me, okay? Pray for me. We don't know where we're gonna end up. We don't know if we will have to move Houston. In my heart of hearts, I believe that we will have to move. And I have been mentally preparing, you know, to do such, but yeah. Pray for me, pray for us, pray that I can learn to not boast or brag, but be confident in who I am and where God is calling me to be. And I can ace these interviews. But I love you guys so much. Bliss said I'm going to eat dinner. I will be back if you're still alive. Girl, stay tuned for tonight's video. Y'all, don't forget that the same old stories, the same good news. I love you guys. I will see y'all soon.